Hey beauties, it's great to be back with you today doing a live chat here, and today we're going to be talking about hair health, both externally, how we take care of our hair, and also internally, what we can eat and how we can nourish our hair from the inside out. Hair is something that I get asked about a lot, and I know it's just a big topic in general. We all have hair, we all want to have really healthy hair. I have noticed a big improvement in my own hair since I changed my diet. I've incorporated beauty detox principles such as ongoing cleansing and proper beauty food pairing. So I want to share a lot of that today. Yes, hair, Jenna, exactly. Super fun. Coming into spring, it's a really great time to rework some of our, perhaps look at some of our practices. We want to clean everything out, including our hair and our scalp, and there's a lot of great things that we can do for our hair and for our hair health. My hair used to be very coarse. I share this in the Beauty Detox Solution in my first book. My hair, hi Rhonda. Oh, sorry guys, a phone call came in. My hair used to be super coarse and I couldn't wear it down. I would just put it up in a bun all the time. Some of my friends called me bun head. It just never grew. It was super unhealthy, super wiry. And now, as you guys can see, I'm very natural most of the time in my hair. I don't do much in the morning. I kind of push it down, but I'll get into my routine a little bit, but it is very healthy and I don't put a lot of heat in it. So I think I'll start with the outside in. I'll share some of my favorite hair care products as well and some of my practices. Then we'll talk about food, and I'll keep checking out your questions and answering them, and I'll scroll back as well. So when it comes to my hair, I don't wash it very much. I think that's really important. I think that, we get into these routines where we think, oh, I have to wash my hair every day. I remember doing that in high school where everybody else seemed to be washing their hair and it was weird if you didn't. And I was also on the swim team for a while, so my hair was getting wet. But now I only wash my hair maybe twice a week. And what I like about that is that too much water can actually weaken your hair. It makes the shaft of your hair very vulnerable to breakage. So it also lets the natural oils from your hair come down and condition your hair. So try it for yourself. I know a lot of people, I have friends that say, oh, my hair gets so oily if I don't wash it, but it may be getting used to that washing routine. I keep looking down, little bubs under the table playing. And if you stop washing it as often, your hair may get used to it and produce less of those oils. So just give it a couple weeks where you actually wash it less often and see how that goes. So I'm going to just share a couple products that I really like a lot. This is a brand, it's called Shea Moisture. Can you guys see it with the glare? It's a Saatchi Inchi Rescue and Repair Shampoo. And what I like about it, there's no sulfates, there's no parabens, there's no phthalates, no propylene glycol, no mineral oil, no animal testing. And it's got a lot of natural oils. And when I do shampoo my hair, I use, I rotate a lot, but I've been using this one a lot lately and I like it a lot. And it's not drying and it's moisturizing. And again, it doesn't have those additives that we don't want to have in our hair, going into our scalp, which can go into our system. This is another brand I like a lot. It's called, can you guys see with the glare? I'll try and hold this angle. It's called Josh Rosebrook, and this is a very natural line. Here I have the conditioner, and I also have the enriched hair mask, which I absolutely love, and it's made up of herbs and different plant oils. He uses Ayurvedic herbs as well, and it smells nice. It's completely natural. So it works pretty well. This one I use pretty often, the hair mask. I use it like a deep conditioner, and the ends of my hair get really dry. And so I kind of just leave it all in my hair, or I put it all through my hair, and I just leave it there for a while. I do my sponging. If I'm not doing my dry skin brushing, I kind of just let it sit for 5 minutes or so, or 10 minutes even, and then I wash it out. And I do that a lot or when I do wash my hair, because I'm not washing my hair that often. And then after I get out of the shower, I'm very gentle with the hair. Oh, I also wanted to mention this. This is what I brush my hair with, a wide tooth comb, and I do it really, really gently. and I only do it before I get in the shower. I don't really comb my hair very much because I feel like it gets, what's the name? Oh, so this is Josh Rosebrook. This is the conditioner I like a lot. And this Shea Moisture is the shampoo I've been using lately, which is also non-toxic and works really well. It's really moisturizing for your hair. So this is the clarifying shampoo, which I think is really great to use because it's springtime, and just like everything else, we need to blast out the excess and the stagnation and the oil and the buildup, so your hair feels light and fluffy as you're going around springtime, putting on sundresses, being outside. So these are I do rotate my shampoo and conditioner, but these are the ones I'm using right now. And then for my leave-in, I'm using this product, also by Shea Moisture. It's the Extra Moisture Detangler. So I just put a little bit in my hair, and I kind of scrunch it. And it's very important not to brush your hair when it's wet, because that's when it's really susceptible to breakage, and you can really weaken the hair. So I just put some product in it. Sometimes I squeeze out the excess moisture, and that's it for my hair routine. I don't, I got this part going, and I kind of, go like that a little bit through the beginning of the day. But my theory about hair is if you have a really great haircut, so where can you get these? You can get these at Ulta. You can get them, there's a natural place here called Detox Market in LA. You can get them online. You can go to joshrosebrook.com. If you go to KimberlySnyder.com in the pics section, there's a link to, and Anne says they're at Target. So Samantha says, do towel dry? I get out and I kind of wrap it in a towel a little bit and I squeeze, but I don't rub it because I think rubbing can create damage, and I definitely don't use a blow dryer. I'm not opposed to it sometimes, but to be honest, the main reason I don't do a blow dryer is that I'm super lazy and it would take so long. Do you recommend brushing or drying the wet hair? Well, I use this wet comb and I brush it before I get in the shower. And once it's wet, I do not brush it or comb it at all because I think that's when it's really susceptible to damage. And I have had a lot of split ends in the past, and since I stopped brushing it when it was wet, I think it helps a lot. Oh, I was gonna bring my hat in here because another thing I wanted to share, you guys see a lot of my videos when I'm outside, I wear a hat a lot. I started noticing, and you can see it here, see how light my hair is on the outside? Might be hard to see in this light, but deep under, it's super dark. The sun damages our hair like it does damage our skin, excessive exposure to the sun. So I'm a really big fan, if you know you're gonna be on the beach for a while or walking around, when I'm walking with little Bub, or who's playing underneath the table right now, I always wear a hat. And it's a wide brim hat, so maybe the ends get out, but it's protecting a lot of my hair. I get freaked out when I see how much the hair is bleaching my hair, and I used to like it. I used to say, oh, natural highlights, but I also know that it's drying it out and damaging it. So as time's gone on, I just wear a hat a lot, which not only protects your skin, but it's also great for your hair. So I think that's really important. So I'll do a little sum up of some of my favorite products. Again, the Shea Moisture Shampoo and Detangler, the Josh Rosebrook Intensive Hair Mask. Whoa. Intensive Hair Mask and Conditioner I really like a lot. So that's it for products. I don't think you need to use a lot. You definitely want to make sure that you're using products. We talk about this in Radical Beauty. When I last spoke with Deepak Chopra, there's a little hair section with ingredients you definitely want to avoid, which I like a lot about the Shea Moisture products. There's no mineral oil, synthetic fragrance, no synthetic color, no DEA, no sulfates. That's right, little Bub, no. No sulfates, parabens, phthalates, no animal testing. So I like when I find these natural products that work pretty well and leave my hair feeling soft and not frizzy, because a lot of natural products are based in so much essential oil and other things, and I don't like how they, I just don't like how they make my hair feel. So what do you do after a day in the pool? So this is a perfect question. I just got back from Florida, and I was in the ocean quite a bit, and when I would get out of the ocean, I would just do a rinse, and I wouldn't try to, use shampoo or anything. I would just rinse just to get that, the salt out of my hair right away, and I would recommend that when you're in a pool, right away just trying to get the chlorine out. The other thing with a pool, and I know this because I used to be on the swim team, you want to wet your hair before you get in the pool, if at all possible. Now, if you're at a pool party and there isn't like a separate shower, you don't want to be the weird person going into someone's shower before you get in the pool. But if you're at like, you know, a lap pool, you know, like a YMCA situation, and you're going in for exercise, or a gym, I would get into the shower. We used to do this all the time, the girls on the swim team, and wet your hair because it's not going to absorb as much chlorine and chemicals from the pool. And as soon as you get out, you know, definitely rinse your hair and get out the chemicals as soon as you can. One thing to consider, you know, there is a cost to this, but we have a pool here as well, is to convert to a saltwater pool. It's still going to be harsh on your hair, but I feel it's a lot better than chlorine. So just something that you can, think about. So Bian, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Bijan or Bian says, what should you do if you naturally have dry hair? So I have dry ends because my hair is so long. So I really like, again, this moisturizing detangler is great, or you can just put a little bit of avocado oil on the tips of your hair. I used to use coconut oil, and I love coconut oil on my skin, but I found that there's something about avocado oil on the tips of your hair. It just seems to penetrate well, and it just is really moisturizing and wonderful. You can also work with dry hair by not washing it as much. It's obvious to not use as many heat products as you can. Of course, we're going to use them sometimes. Sometimes I do like to have a little curling iron situation, and then I don't wash it for like a week. But I think that, you know, washing it less is going to be great for your hair. The other thing is, this is really interesting. I was reading about this lately. When you aren't going to wash your hair, but you're not going to take a shower, I would put it in a shower cap. And I know this sounds funny. I had this shower cap. I should have brought it for you guys. It looks super old lady-ish. But there is some research out there showing that even when you don't wash your hair, but it gets wet, like the little droplets from the shower are hitting your hair, it can actually weaken your hair. So wear a shower cap when you're taking a shower and you're not washing your hair. The steam, all the little droplets can be weakening to your hair. So even if you look like an old lady, it doesn't matter. You're going to have stronger, healthy hair. You can even get a cute shower cap if you can find one online or something. Mine is not cute. Mine is just straight up old lady-ish. And my partner always makes fun of me when I'm wearing it. But I don't care because it's better for my hair. Remember, any type of moisture is going to weaken your hair. You want to reduce the exposure overall. And I think it's really important. What about a dry body brush for scalp too, as in Radical Beauty? Any good brushes? Okay, so that's a great question. So I'm all about the dry brushing for your skin, Avianga. I also have a sponge in my shower. We should do a tour of my shower next time. I have all this stuff I wanted to bring down. This is my home office, which is like a little separate place from the house. But anyways, I also, like when I'm doing my deep conditioner, I like to I leave it in my hair, and then I loofah my skin, and I get that nice exfoliation. But I definitely don't dry brush my hair or my scalp. But this is a really great question that Serbi brings up. With your hair, you want to do a lot of scalp massage. I have this, should I run and grab it really quick? I have this great oil. Hold on. It's just here in the bathroom here. It's an herbalized oil. This one's from the Chopra Center. You can see, so you can use sesame oil, you can use an herbalized oil. You can do this when you know you're gonna wash your hair. You put it in, and the sesame oil is warming. It's to help stimulate circulation to your scalp, and you give yourself a nice scalp massage just like this, and this helps with hair growth. This is an Ayurvedic beauty principle, ancient, over 5,000 years old. I had this amazing teacher. My first Ayurvedic teacher was actually in London, and she's a woman, and we could talk about some of the beauty practices. Although Dr. J, my teacher now, is also, you know, he does know a lot about the beauty practices, but scalp massage is huge, especially if you have the desire to grow your hair healthier and to grow, for your hair to grow faster. I really recommend scalp massage before you do a full shampoo. So super easy. Sometimes I do it when I'm writing and I need to think, because I don't really, if I'm working from home, I don't care if my hair looks messy. You may not want to do this in the office, but you can just take your fingers and massage all around. Your scalp is very vasculated. There's a ton of, vessels attached to your scalp. Not only does it feel good, but it can promote circulation. So help with the oxygen and the nutrition getting to your scalp, getting to your hair follicles, helping to, really promote healthy hair growth. And again, this is something, if you ever get an Ayurvedic massage, and I haven't gotten one in a while, but a full massage. I remember I got some in Sri Lanka, and so much of the actual massage was dedicated to the scalp. So it's something really simple that you can do. You can work into your routine 2 or 3 minutes. Well, 3 minutes is kind of a lot, but at least 2 minutes. Give yourself a nice massage everywhere throughout your whole scalp before you actually shampoo it. And that could be really beneficial as well. What about oily hair? Rebecca says, dry shampoo. Oh yeah, I don't think that, I don't know. I've only used dry shampoo a few times, and it's not my favorite thing. I know Caitlin, who you guys know well, if you guys listen to the Beauty Inside Out podcast, we do the Thursday show together. She's on my team. She's a big fan of dry shampoo. I just feel like, and this is where we'll get into the internal part, my hair used to be very oily, and my liver was really congested. And just like your liver affects your skin, I also believe that your liver can have an effect on your hair. So as you balance your diet and you cut back on lots of dense oils and you introduce more easily digestible plant fats where the portion size is controlled by the fiber. So for instance, how we have our, our oil-free Dharma's kale salad using avocado instead of lots of olive oil. I have chia seeds almost every day in my Power Protein, which by the way, I'm drinking right now. It's brown because I have acai in this one. But chia seeds, so it's not as purple. So I think the right internal nourishment and supporting your liver is really important. There's a lot of specific liver boosting foods and practices also in Radical Beauty. Shoot, what were we talking about? Oh, so oily hair. Yes, if you have really oily hair though, to start, you may need to wash more often. But I'm telling you, if you're in that pattern where you're washing your hair every day, just try to get your hair used to it. Start cutting back a little bit by little bit, and you'd be surprised at how the oiliness in your hair can naturally start to diminish. Dina says, oh my gosh, this is one of the things I was going to bring up. So thank you so much, Dina, about water filters. When I installed the water filter in my shower, it made a huge difference in my hair. I'm a huge fan of water filters. Not only is it great for your hair health, but also our pores open up and we can absorb heavy metals from the shower, from tap water. We can inhale, it becomes steam and vapor, and we inhale these heavy metals. So I'm a huge, huge fan of shower filters, huge. I think they're really important, and also that heavy water can really weigh down your hair. So definitely install a water filter. There's different ones out there. I've been using the one that I had before, but I don't have it now. It was called Nikin, and it was a Japanese company. But they have ones at Whole Foods. They have ones at Home Depot. We should do a whole. I should do a whole rating system for shower filters, I think, because I think they're really important. And I've used 2 or 3 over the years. And I'll check the brand for the one I have now. Our handyman installed it. Yeah, I'll have to check. I don't want to give you guys the wrong name. Will you ever cut your hair? I just had, believe it or not, I just had a big cut. I cut that much off. Maybe. Who knows, like if I have a reason to cut it, I wouldn't, I'm not super attached to it. I do like having long hair. It's easy. It just kind of does its thing. And I feel like when your hair is short, you need to be really on point with your haircuts. And I'm definitely not that person that's great about remembering to get their hair cut a lot. Sometimes it's 8 weeks, sometimes it's 10 weeks. Little Bob is letting us have our chat. I'm so happy. He's just playing on the floor. If you guys can hear his little voice, I'll bring him up in a minute to say hello. But I don't want to jinx getting him all riled up. Water and green smoothies are great. Yes. So the glowing green smoothie is fantastic for hair health because one of the big things with hair health is hydration. And a lot of people don't think of it that way, but one of the primary reasons I found that people's hair breaks, it doesn't actually grow and well, is because we're chronically dehydrated, and your scalp will show that dehydration. When we have limited water, just like when we have limited nutrients, our hair follicles are not important to our body. They're not important for survival. So that nutrition and that hydration is going to go to other more important places in the body, although our hair may be important to us. So water, 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 lemon water in the morning, glowing green smoothie. We're coming into spring, depending where you guys live. It's already like 115 degrees out in Palm Springs, or 90 degrees it was for Coachella. So you wanna make sure that you're increasing your hydration, especially when you wake up in the morning and you've been dehydrated through the night. Hydration is so important for great hair. The glowing green smoothie is also great for your hair because it's cleansing with the fiber. Anything that we do for ongoing cleansing, which is what so much of Beauty Detox is about, taking the SBO probiotics, balancing our gut, which helps when we have a balanced gut, we absorb more nutrition. It can get to the places we want it to go more easily. So I'm really, really passionate about our gut for beauty. And when I say beauty, I mean our total beauty, our energy, our radiance, our connection, our authenticity, and yes, our skin health and our hair health. So if you guys are interested in SBO probiotics, I have one that I'm really passionate about on KimberlyCenter.com, and you can check it out there. Glowing green smoothie, hot water with lemon. Do you guys want to see him? I want him to come up, but he might squawk, and that'll be the end of our chat. But let's see. Good morning, Bumble. Want to say hello to the beauty? Say hello. Look at this guy's hair coming in. You have healthy hair too. You have healthy hair. Someone just turned a year old. 1 year old. Glowing green smoothie. Also proper fats, because if we are using rancid fats that congest the body, then we can really get, that can really block the oxygen and nutrition going to your hair. So cooking with coconut oil or vegetable broth, avoiding a lot of chips that have polyunsaturated vegetable oils is really important. I love chips too, but we know that those oils are not great for our health, and they create a lot of free radicals, and they're not great for our hair. He loves playing with bottles. So healthy fats, omega-3 fats are really important. When our essential fatty acid ratio is balanced, we have better circulation. Again, I can't stress enough how good circulation is related to your hair health. So having more omega fats, chia seeds, flax seeds, and if you're concerned that you're not getting enough whole foods from you're not getting enough omega-3 rich whole foods, you could also take an algae-based DHA EPA supplement, which your body naturally converts to when you have enough omega-3 fats. I don't recommend fish oil, which can be contaminated. It can get rancid quite easily. There's many reasons that I don't recommend fish oil, but you can take that algae-based one, which is where the fish are getting their DHA from the algae itself that they consume. So the right fats are important, but we don't want to over-congest with too much oil, which is why I've always been a fan of whole foods, because you're getting the fat, but you're getting it the way nature created as a whole food. So there's not only the fat, but there's the fiber. So remember, oil is not a whole food. Oil isn't found in nature. You get olives in nature, but you don't get olive oil. And it doesn't mean that we can't have any oil, because of course we need some for recipes and you want to incorporate it into your life. But I want to stress that, you know, having whole foods, having chia pudding, putting sprouted chia seeds in your power protein is a really great thing. That's how I get a lot of my chia seeds in, besides getting, besides having chia pudding, I put the sprouted chia seeds in my power protein. And then there's a lot of other foods that are great for your hair. I also have a whole YouTube video on the foods for your hair that you guys should check out. Things like bee pollen are really fantastic. Dark leafy greens like kale build amino acids. Hair is largely made of protein. And so we do need protein, but remember, we don't need to overdo protein. One of the biggest misconceptions in nutrition, in my opinion, is that people think that they need to get way more protein than they need. And too much protein is congestive in your body, and it also, too much protein, the average American gets 3 to 5 times too much protein, it can convert to sugar, okay? So we need great plant-based sources of protein. I'm saying it for like the 5th time because it's right in front of me. Power protein smoothie, kale salad, quinoa, seeds, nuts. Oh no, see, I shouldn't have picked him up. This is what happens. He gets all excited. So we do want to have easily digestible protein from clean sources, good fats, things that we want to avoid, anything that's congestive to our body can congest our system and prevent us from getting the oxygen and the nutrients that we need for really healthy hair. So I think you guys know what I'm going to say is my first congestive food, dairy. It's very mucus forming. It's very difficult for most all of us to digest. Try almond milk. Try coconut yogurt. There's amazing almond-based cheeses now, and even goat's cheese would digest better. I don't personally have goat's cheese, but I did when I was transitioning off dairy. So I would check that out as well, so you're not having congestive foods. Do you oil hair or wash hair with red wine vinegar? Yes, there's actually a vinegar rinse here. There's a vinegar rinse recipe in Radical Beauty. That can really help balance the pH of your hair, which is great. It's just a rinse. I don't leave it in. I also infuse the vinegar with essential oils like rosemary because I really don't like the way that. Oh, there's the doorbell. Okay. I think my dad is home. He'll get it. I don't like the way vinegar smells, but I rinse it out and I put essential oils and it's okay. There's a lot of DIY beauty recipes in Radical Beauty I recommend you guys check out if you haven't seen them yet. Yeah, vinegar rinse is really good. I'm so glad. Carrie said that she tried it and she loves it, so that's awesome. Do I ever drink wine? Oh, what a random question. You know, I don't, I love the taste of red wine. I don't drink it super often, but, you know, I go through periods where I want to have a glass of wine here and there. You know, I used to drink a lot more than I do now. I'm up so early with this guy. I hate being hungover. I feel I'm very sensitive, a very low tolerance for alcohol. And so it's just not a huge part of my life anymore. But, you know, sometimes if I feel like drinking, I will. What do I think about oil pulling? I think it's great. I have a blog on KimberlySender.com on oil pulling. And I also talk about how there's a whole oral care routine in Ayurveda, and oil pulling is just one part of it. So check out the blog. I talk more about it there. So, love flax milk. Yes. Oh, let's see. Where did I get my couch? These random questions. This is a converted, it's like made of canvas. It's like a handmade couch. I'll have to find the design shop. It's somewhere on, it's like somewhere in Melrose or something, but it was made from like converted recycled canvas. Love your book, reading it now. Awesome, Vilma. Well, thank you guys so much for what are the best baby wraps? Oh my gosh, so many amazing questions. So I love the good old classic Baby Bjorn. It's not bulky, it works with my frame. There's a lot of great ones now. I used to use the wraps and I just felt like it was so bad for my back. I really prefer the ergonomically correct ones. Last Friday, you guys will be proud of me, I had a little stroller shipped. For the first year of life, I haven't used a stroller. I've just gotten so used to carrying Bubby. But now that he's gotten bigger, he's almost 24 pounds. Mama started using a stroller last week. Not all the time, but sometimes. And it's just nice because there's a little shelf underneath. But yeah, I'm all about the baby wraps. I'm all about wearing the baby and having them on your body a lot. Oh wow, Jessica said her baby's going to be a year old in May. That's amazing. Congratulations, Jessica. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that these questions helped you, or what we talked about helped you with your hair. Remember, there's a lot of blogs on hair, a lot of talk in the Beauty Detox Foods has a hair section, Radical Beauty has a hair section, and there's a YouTube video I have about hair health, and you can see some of the foods in person. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys on Friday. I'm gonna get back to my cooking show as well on here. So make sure you guys subscribe, and because I'm always on here randomly, and I'll see you guys soon.